Hi, I'm Dr. Alan Widener from MassageChairRelief.com, and today is our bi-weekly massage chair industry update for Friday, May 10th, 2019. Thanks for joining me. Lots of good stuff to cover today. We're in the Mother's Day, Father's Day season, and typically we'll see some sales during this time of the year. And there's a couple that are kind of notable right now. One is the Luraco iRobotic 7 has $500 off on the website. So check off the box that says $500 off or instant savings. And also the Positive Posture Brio, like the Christmas holiday special, or the holiday special last year, when you buy a Positive Posture Brio, you also get a Positive Posture Soul chair free as well. So you're getting 2-for-1 chairs. That Soul is worth $19.99, I believe. I believe that's the retail price of it. So that's a very nice offer as well. So there's a couple things for Mother's Day and Father's Day. For Father's Day, what we would recommend you do is call our showrooms. There are certain sales that we can't offer on our websites, but we can tell you what specials we have in our showrooms if you call. And you can reach us at 888-259-5380, and either myself or Michael or Dominic will be able to help you with that. Okay, what else have we got cooking? We have a new model on the website now. It's called the Osaki First Class. Now this chair I saw for the first time when I was at the furniture market back in January in Las Vegas. And I talked briefly about it. At the time we weren't quite sure if that was a model we were going to carry, but we are carrying it now. It's on the website. We may have it in the showroom before long. We have to make room for it because we've got so many other models, especially our California showroom. I think we've got like 15 or 16 models. It's pretty packed in there. But anyways, the first Osaki First Class, it's a 3D L-track. It has foot rollers, tons of airbags. It has Bluetooth technology, zero gravity. It has negative ion therapy, and I don't exactly know how it works, but it's basically the chair emits these negative ions which can help with things like seasonal affective disorders and mild depression. I don't understand the physiology of it. I'm not a researcher at all, especially in that department, so I don't really know, but it is a feature that chair has, which is quite interesting. It has a space-saving feature where you can have the chair about 1.5 inches away from your wall is all. And body scan, low back heat. Calf kneading. It has the airbags that will knead the calves, move up and down and knead the calf muscles, which is really quite a beautiful feeling thing, especially if you're on your feet all day, or you do a lot of running or athletics on your feet. Also, the chair has an adjustable shoulder width, so just like some of the precursors, like the old Apex Ultra, and oh my goodness, there's a couple other chairs that escape me right now, but you can move the shoulder housing in. I think it's like 3 clicks, wider bodies, narrower bodies. It's pretty cool for the shoulder airbags to hold you in, because during some of the programs like stretch programs and when the rollers are going up and down your mid-back, those airbags serve to kind of hold you in place, pin you in. And if you're a really slight body, like a very petite, slim body, and those airbags may not completely reach those shoulders or give you a good enough traction. So that adjustable shoulder feature is kind of cool. Okay, let's see. Oh, I have to say, as you may or may not know, a portion of every purchase on Massage Chair Relief, whether it's on our website or in our store, goes towards the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And for those of you that don't know this, I'm just not blowing smoke. We actually have it's under my name. It's not. I can't do it as a corporate entity, but it's under my name, Dr. Alan Widener, on the Make-A-Wish Foundation website. And you can see the link on my site. You can go to Make-A-Wish Foundation and look it up. But we donate a portion of every sale to that wonderful foundation. And we have now, we're at $55,375. The goal, the immediate goal is $100,000. But for those of you who have purchased from me, thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. As you probably know from watching these things over the years, I'm very, very, very supportive of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I love what they do, and because I have kids. I've got 6 kids. I got Well, we just had another grandkid, as a matter of fact. So I think we've got like 4 or 5. So I think we've got 6 grandkids now. So anyways, Make-A-Wish Foundation, a wonderful organization. So when you do purchase a chair from us, if you haven't yet, a portion of that will go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. But I just wanted to kind of brag a little bit about how high we've gotten on that donation, on those donations. Okay, I just put up an article. Okay, now the Dreamwave M8 is now in full swing. We've got stock. The chairs are shipping. It's a popular chair. I will be doing a review on it probably in the next week or so. I'll be doing a lot of traveling, and so hopefully I can fit that in, because it takes some time to experience the chair and then write up the review. But it's a very, very nice chair. It's a quality chair. You can tell when you sit in it. We got the Dreamwave M8 and the Infinity Overture both about the same week, and boy, those are 2 great chairs. Very, very good chairs. They're coming out with bigger and better chairs every year, it seems. Anyways, I wrote an article about the Dreamwave name, the Inada name, the Sonyo name. These are all names that have been interwoven through the years. And I explain in that article, based on information that I have gained from Cliff Levin, who's the president of Furniture for Life, which is the umbrella company for Inada USA, Panasonic USA, Positive Posture, and Dreamwave. And asked him for input on this article that I wrote to make sure that I had all the information correct. And anyways, it's kind of the histories of the Dreamwave name is interwoven in Inada and Dreamwave through the years, and now it's the term Dreamwave is pretty much owned solely by Cliff Levin. And so he's created this new line of chairs called Dreamwave. But anyways, if you take a look at that article, it'll explain quite a bit of it. Again, we get into the issue of what does it mean to say that a chair is made in Japan or made in America or made in Korea. I hear this over and over again, and it's important that you understand when a company says its chair is made in Japan, it doesn't mean that 100% of the components are made in Japan. A good portion of those components might be made in China. In the case of like Luraco, their chairs are made in America, but a good portion of their non-critical components are made in Taiwan. And so, because of cost factors and efficiency of expense, China produces components that are less expensive. And boy, it's kind of high glare behind me. I hope you can see. It's kind of bright. But anyways, but there has to be a certain percentage of that chair that is made or produced or assembled or tested or whatever in the country that is stated in the statement, made in Japan, made in Korea, made in the United States. Now, the only chairs that are 100% made in China or made in one country are the Chinese chairs. They are 100% made in China. But all the rest use cheaper components made in China or made in Taiwan or whatnot. So that whole made in is kind of continually debated about the ethics of saying that a chair is made in this country. So anyways, I've touched on that in the past. You can read about it or watch my videos about talking about that subject in particular, but I've said enough about it now. The Dreamwave right now is kind of, they are like the supply is coming in, but they're still kind of constantly waiting for new shipment to come in to meet the demand. So if you want the Dreamwave M8, get it now. Don't wait until you know for sure that stock is in, because the stock may be in today, you place your order in 2 days, and the stock is gone. And I remember we had this problem with the Inada Dreamwave, the Inada Sonyo Dreamwave, when it first came out, 10 years ago. It was extremely popular, and we were always trying to keep up with demand. And the Dreamwave M8 seems to be falling in that same kind of category of demand. All right, what else can we tell you today? I also wrote an article quite a few years ago, I think 2013 or something. I did an article that where I measured with a decibel meter the loudness or quietness of the massage chairs in my showroom. And it was kind of interesting because these chairs can, when you sit in them, you can tell, oh, this is kind of a quiet chair, or this one's kind of noisy. And so just for fun, I made this I wrote this article measuring the decibels of these various and sundry chairs. Well, for the most part, the inventory of my Utah showroom the floor model inventory has turned over, and so we've got a whole bunch of new chairs. So I went through it again, and I put the decibel reader. It's an app on my phone. Put it on all the chairs. Took into account the ambient noise of where the store's at, because you could hear some cars going by because we're on a very busy street. But anyways, on average, this range of sound, this range of loudness, if you will, these decibel ranges, showed that chairs had various levels of loudness. And the Luraco, once again, I think they were in the first little case study we did, but the Luracos, again, were the quietest of the chairs we carry. And there were some that were surprisingly more noisy than I thought, because sometimes you'll have like a chair that will squeak when the airbags inflate and close, or you'll have chairs that will have a loud air compressor or whatever, and you can hear that, and then the decibel meter picks that up. And it's not tremendous differences. Like I think the lowest was like 51 decibels, the highest was maybe 60, 61, 62. So it's not a huge range, but when you're in the chair, it makes a difference, because you can hear the sound difference. But anyways, that article's on my blog or my article library, so you can take a look at that and read up about the quietest chairs and the noisiest chairs from our showroom. Okay, we have Father's Day coming up. Oh, I already talked about that. Forget that. I just read the other day that there's a threat, and I think today is like the deadline for that, on the Chinese-U.S. talks for the trade war, that the United States has threatened to increase the tariffs, I think from 10% up to 25%. And that affected the price of chairs in the past. The first tariffs did affect some of the pricing of the chairs, and now it may affect it again. So I just want you to know that, be aware, if the tariffs go up again, on Chinese products, the chairs will probably be affected by that again, and we may see an increase in pricing from Chinese imported chairs. So anyways, just be aware of that. Be kind of conscious of what's going on in the news, because you may be paying a higher price for a chair a month from now than you are now. Important thing to know. And then finally, I just wanted to mention a couple of things about delivery and shipments. We do ship internationally. It's a bit of a pain in the rumpus, because we have to arrange shipping, certificates of origin, particular receipts and paperwork that either the shipping company or the governmental agencies require. There's duties and customs and duties, taxes. So there's a lot of things that go into an international order. And I used to have a page up on my website that said, we do international orders, but it is such a, it's kind of a logistical nightmare, but it's also a risk to the customer, because the warranties are pretty much null and void once they leave American soil, once the chairs leave American soil. So if you have a chair and you're living in Germany or India or Dubai, which are places that we've sent all these chairs in the past, there is a risk, because if something goes wrong with the chair, the only warranty support you'll have would be a phone call to the company, where they can kind of walk you through a problem, and they will send you the parts, but it'll be at your expense. So you'll get the parts, but there's no labor warranty. Most companies will send you parts and pay for the parts, but you will pay for the shipping, which can be significant if it's a big piece and it's going across the world, somewhere across the world. That's one thing. Second thing, when we say free shipping on our website, we mean free shipping to the 48 continental U.S. states. For Alaska and Hawaii, and even U.S. What do they call it? Not properties, but U.S. Anyways, like Puerto Rico. What's the word I'm thinking of? Territories, or whatever it is. We have to still get a shipping quote for you. And shipping to Hawaii and shipping to Alaska and shipping to Puerto Rico can be expensive. Puerto Rico maybe not as much, because it's just a hop, skip, and a jump from Florida. But up to Alaska, and especially to Hawaii, can be quite costly. So just know that when you see free shipping, it applies to continental U.S. and not to the outlying states, Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, etc. And then one last little tip for you. When you order a chair, a lot of people, when they order a chair, they're not sure if they should get white glove delivery. White glove delivery is a $200 option where the shipping guys bring the chair into your home, unpack it, assemble it, and then take away the packing material if you want them to. We recommend holding on to the packing material in case you want to return the chair. But all of our chairs have free curbside delivery. So we will bring the chair to your home and drop it off there. And they call it curbside. Curbside could mean curbside, could mean your driveway, could mean your garage, could mean your front porch, could mean the sidewalk, whatever. It kind of depends on the mood of the delivery guys, I think. But one thing that a lot of people have done, and I've recommended this to people to do it, and for the most part it's proven successful. If your biggest problem is getting the chair in your house and the chair is going on a main floor, you could probably forego the white glove delivery if you're not afraid to assemble a chair, but you just need help carrying it in your house. What I would do, and this is what we recommend to do, when the delivery guys come to your home with the chair, just say, hey, listen, if I give you 20 bucks, can you bring it in the house? Because if you don't say that, if you just say, hey, can you bring the chair in the home? They'll say, no, liability issues and we can't come in home and insurance and blah, blah, blah. But if you offer them 20 bucks, you got it, we'll bring it in. And so if you've got a chair coming and you want to assemble it and you're not afraid to assemble it, and most people aren't, they're more afraid of moving the bloody thing and lifting it, offer the delivery guy 20 bucks and he'll bring it in your home. And that's sometimes the hardest part of the whole thing, is just getting it from the outside up the porch into the house. Anyways, that's just a little tip for you. All right, I think that is just about it. If any of you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. I gave you the number earlier. It's 888-259-5380. You can reach us through chat, through our Facebook or YouTube or Twitter media. There's lots of ways to get a hold of us. Of course, I'm very accessible as well, even though I may not answer the phone. If you'd like to talk to me, just let them know, and I can get a hold of you. But anyways, we're always here to answer questions for you and help you to make the right decision about which chair to get. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to thumbs up, like us on our YouTube channel, and of course, help us spread the word about massage chairs by sharing this video and any other video that we carry with your friends and family through your various and sundry social media platforms. Anyways, have a great day, and I will see you again in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.